So hey gang, welcome back. Today is DLC day and they released a whole lot of new stunt creator items in it. So we're going to go ahead and take a moment and jump into the creator here. And not only am I going to go through the props that came out today, I'm also going to invent something really quick because on day one I want to show you guys how easy it is just to grab something and turn it into things. So as you notice, they added these really great curved ramps in, actually more like a curved road. And we've been kind of templating these roads together anyways. And so it's really nice that they did that because now instead of using like 16 props to make that curve where we have one prop, you can flip it upside down, and as you can see right here, you can turn it into like a ramp going back on it if you want, if you like using the undersides. But they also made props that are the exact thing we're doing right there. The road goes as a hump instead, and as you can see, they have different degrees of that, and that's really handy just to kind of make roads in general. And then looking through the pipes, I noticed the only one new pipe they have in here is they got this new refill boost pipe, and that works with obviously the Voltic boost, and I believe also the jumper on the little Knight Rider car there too. So that's nice. That tells me that they finally introduced all the new Aqua Voltic and the Knight Rider car, I forget what it's called, into the Ruiner, into the new creator mode. So that's cool. They have these, for the pipes they added that, but they also added the new neon tubes. And the neon tubes, they have all these really good effects. They have the strobe effect, they have these like wavy effect, and the pattern effects, the little Tron room effect. And so you can see they went and added all these new tubes that are now solid and have lighting effects. And what I like most about these, it means no more of this awful blurring on YouTube whenever we have videos and we go into the tubes. That's now gone. We're going to have these instead. So lights inside are really cool. The tubes are really cool. And it looks like they replaced pretty much every tube type that already existed with these solid tubes. We've been asking for this for a while in my videos and other people's videos, so I'm glad they added that. In the stunt blocks, you saw they added these little hazard strips last week, so those really aren't new. They're kind of a combination of the old one. But beyond that, they added new stunt blocks to have this kind of Tron look to them. You can see they have this overlaid pattern with them. So we've been making flashing props anyways, and these kind of automatically replace what we were doing with them in a nice black and colored pattern. You can change that color on the inside, as you can see right there. They also added in this little wall thing that you hop over with the Ruin. Remember that little platform that you want to jump over. So they added those in. That's not that big of a deal. Now this is where it gets cool. Under signs, they added two new large signs. They added a sign that's animated that moves up like down. But then here's the major prop that they added. They added in the blimps, the really big blimps, and I am so happy for the blimps because right away I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a wall ride out of the blimps, out of that sign that's on the outside. So my first instinct was to head over to the platform that I always like to build on. And I realized that sign on the outside, it kind of comes in at a tilted angle, so you're actually going to need to get a method to rotate the blimp at a reasonable rate. So first, place something down that's going to be automatically up and down. I suggest these high-rise stunt blocks because no matter what, that wall on the side is going to be nice and even as far as a vertical line goes. And then you're going to choose the blimp again, and you're going to place it next to it. Now what we're doing right here, we're trying to figure out how far we're going to rotate the blimp. Because as you can see, the sign on the front of the blimp, it kind of tilts downwards, and we need it to match on the side of the wall like this, so we know that's perfectly even once we make a wall right out of it. Okay, so one more time, we're going to place the object against the wall, and we're going to rotate it so that that wall is lined up against the other road there. And we're going to rotate that so it's at 29.5 degrees. And keep rotating it until you have it perfectly at 29.5 because that's going to be the number that you want. Write that number down because we're going to actually have to repeat it a few times, okay? So now we know exactly how far we're going to rotate it. Let's go and work on placement. So now your prop is nice and loaded and rotated. You're going to go and look straight down over the edge of the road here. And do you remember that imaginary line that goes down the center that I've used in previous templates? This line. You draw an imaginary line off the edge of the road over to where the blimp is. And that's how you're going to line it up, and you're going to barely drag it up over the road like that. And once you have it dragged up, then you're going to choose your color that you want to place it down as the template for the road. And then we're going to do what we always do. We're going to place a handle off in the distance, and that'll be typically this cabin over here. You can choose the cabin first, choose the road, delete the road, and then choose the blimp. And at this point, we're essentially going to repeat the process. We already have laid down exactly the angle that we're going to choose the blimp at. You choose it, you rotate it to 29.5 degrees. You look straight down over the road like we did with the other one. You line it up with that imaginary line like we did before, and you drag it just over the lip. But now when you drag it over, it's going to be lined up with the other end. We're going to choose the cabin for the handle, and now you have two templates of differing colors as you go on. So you repeat this as many times for as many colors as you want. You pick up the prop that you want, you change its color, you go ahead and rotate, again, that axis to 29.5 degrees. You place it over the top and you drag over the edge, repeating the same thing over and over again for how many colors you want. And so after you have enough templates that match enough colors that you want mixed into the wall ride, you can repeat that as many times as you want to get as many colors as you want. You take all your templates over here to the airport. You look straight down on this crossbar, make sure you're straight down. You choose a barrier or some object so you can line it up, just make sure it's centered, and then you swip over the templates like we always do. And then you place down the first template. After you back up the camera, you can see what you're moving. You place down the first template, and you slowly rotate the item. You delete the cabin. You place down the second template. You rotate the item. You delete the cabin, and you repeat that process of placing down the template, rotating an item, deleting the cabin, switching the new template, rotating the item, and you go all the way around until you have yourself this beautiful blimp wall ride, guys. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial. You know, take these ideas, make them your own. You know, the DLC just came out today, so I want to jump on it right away. I was talking about this in the videos last week about doing a blimp wall ride, and I thought this would just look really cool. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Keep watching my channel all week because I have all kinds of new GTA DLC stuff coming out. Make sure you're watching the Gmod videos and this stuff, or the other stuff I'm making lately. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, hit the notifications bell button on your phone, and I'll see you all guys in the next video.